English Language Art. Hello guys! Today we are going to read. But before we start, we will review what we have learned so far. We learned how to read this word. Can you read it? Yes, the word is cat. And we learned how to read this word too. Can you read it? Yes, the word is mat. And we learned how to read this word too. Can you read it? Yes, the word is sat. We also learned how to read this one. Can you do it? Good job! The word is cap. And can you read this word? Awesome! The word is map. Now try to read this last word. Good! The last word that we learned was tap. And we also learned a tricky word. Do you remember what tricky word it was? Yes, it was the. The. Repeat after me. The. We cannot forget this one. Now, can you read this sentence? Good. The cat. The cat. Now try and read this one. Good. The mat. The mat. Now let's try to read this sentence. The cap. The cap. Good job. And what about this one? Do you remember how to read it? The map. The map. Good job. Now try and read this last one. Good job. The tap. The tap. Awesome job reading. Now we will read new words. Let's do it. But before we start reading, let's sing this fun song.
I like to read indeed. I like to read, won't you read with me? Follow these words and you will see. You'll like to read, want to read like me. You'll like to read, want to read like me.
Let me show you some of the letters we are going to need today to read. Do you remember the sound of this one? Good. E. The sound E. And what about this one? Do you remember? Good. The sound is S. S. And what about this one? Do you remember? Good. The sound is K. K. What about this one? Good job. This one is P. P. And this one is the last letter that we are going to need today. Do you remember the sound? Good. The sound is t, t. Now that we've remembered all the letters we are going to need today, let me show you this little car. This car will help us to find our way to learn how to read. The car will start at the green light. After that, it will go straight to the yellow light to finish at the red light. So now let's practice with some words. K, E, T, K, eat, kit. And this is a kit, a first aid kit. P, E, T, P, eat. Pit. This is a pit. And this is also a pit. S, E, T, S, eat. Sit. Sit. She sits on the chair. Let's learn now a tricky word. The tricky words are words that are not easy to read. That's why we will learn it on an easy way.
Tricky words, these are tricky, 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 tricky words that you can learn these tricky words. Don't let them trick you, they are just tricky words. Don't let them trick you.
The tricky word we are going to learn today is I. Repeat after me. I. We cannot forget this word. Can you say it? Yes, I. And of course, we have a song for it.
I spell it like I say it. I use a capital letter.
I walk with my feet. I walk with my feet. I clap with my hands. I clap with my hands. I look with my eyes. I look with my eyes. Now I jump to the sky. Now I jump to the sky. I.
Let's practice. I run. I run. Now let's do it one more time and together. I run. Now it is your turn. Good job. I run. Let's try with another one. I jump. I jump. Now let's do it one more time and together. I jump. Now it is your turn. Good job. I jump. Now let's practice with this last one. I walk. I walk. Now let's do it one more time and together. I walk. Now it is your turn. Good job. I walk. Good job. You did awesome. Let's review what we have learned so far. We learned how to read this word. Can you read it? Good job. Kit. And this is a kit, a first aid kit. We also learned how to read this other word. Can you do it? Good job. Pit. This is a pit. And this is also a pit. And the last word that we learned today was this one. Can you read it? Good job. Sit. Sit. She sits on the chair. And we also learned a tricky word. Do you remember what tricky word it was? Awesome! Today's tricky word is I. Now, can you read this sentence? Awesome! I run. I run. And what about this one? Can you read it? Awesome! I jump. I jump. Now, do you remember how to read this last sentence? Good. I walk. I walk. Now, I will leave for you some worksheets where you can practice all the things that we have learned today. On this worksheet, you will have to read and match the words with a picture. On this worksheet, you will have to do different things with the words we read today. You will have to read the word, trace it, write it, color it, and spell it. On this one, you will practice how to write today's tricky word. And on this last worksheet, you will have to create your own words with those letters and practice how to read. Reading is fun. Goodbye.